After more than a decade away from the spotlight of the Real Housewives of Orange County, Gretchen Rossi's return in season 19 shocked fans, and not entirely in a good way. It wasn't the glamorous comeback many had imagined. Instead, rumors swirled about alleged anti-LGBTQ+ social media activity, leaving some viewers bewildered and others furious. The chatter online was relentless. Was this really the Gretchen Rossi fans remembered? Or was it an entirely new, more controversial version of her? But here's where it gets even more twisted. Andy Cohen finally set the record straight during Part 2 of the Real Housewives of Orange County Season 19 reunion. The story everyone had been speculating about was Skiana Shea from Vanderpump Rules secretly plotting to get Gretchen back on the show. According to conspiracy theorists like Ginella, yes. Skiana had masterminded a secret scheme to manipulate production into bringing Gretchen back. The audience gasped. Comments on social media exploded. Could it really be true? Hold that thought, because Andy Cohen pulled back the curtain, and the truth was far from the fan theories. He revealed that Gretchen's Real Housewives of Orange County comeback wasn't the result of manipulation or scheming. It was much more straightforward. Well, can I just point out that the reason Gretchen is on the show is that she was on Real Housewives' Ultimate Girls Trip? Andy explained. We were all like, wow, it's great to see Gretchen again. It would be fun if she were back on the show. I wonder if she would do it. That's how it happened. It had nothing to do with Skiana. Yes, you heard that correctly. No plots, no secret agendas, just one incredible opportunity that fell into her lap. But here's the kicker. This Ultimate Girls Trip season never even aired. Gretchen filmed alongside other Housewives legends like Alex McCord and Caroline Manzo in Morocco. But the season was shelved after Caroline accused Brandi Glanville of during filming. The allegations are still ongoing, leaving fans wondering, what could we have seen? What explosive moments were lost forever to the editing room? And yet, despite the drama and the shelving of RHOC, Gretchen's unaired performance did something remarkable. It earned her an invitation back to Real Housewives of Orange County. Imagine being told after years away that a show you never even saw aired would lead to a full-time return to one of the most notorious reality franchises in history. It's like getting a backstage pass to a concert that never happened, and then suddenly being asked to headline the main stage. But it wasn't Gretchen's first chance. In previous interviews, she revealed that producers had contacted her 3 other times over the years. Each time, she declined. She had no interest in returning. So why now? What made season 19 the turning point? The answer might surprise you. It wasn't fame, it wasn't money, and it wasn't even revenge. Something about the timing, the chemistry, and yes, maybe a little nudge from destiny itself aligned perfectly. But as season 19 unfolded, it quickly became clear. Gretchen's return wasn't all glitz and glamour. The social media backlash, the whispered rumors, and the lingering questions about her past all collided in a way that fans had never seen before. And now, here's a thought for you, the viewers. What if the Gretchen Rossi we saw on season 19 wasn't just a comeback, but a setup, a test, a mirror reflecting the franchise itself, showing us how much Real Housewives of Orange County has changed and how much it hasn't? Think about it. This isn't just reality TV. It's a game of timing, perception, and power plays, and Gretchen was right in the middle of it. Before we dive even deeper into the most jaw-dropping moments of Gretchen's return, the fights, the alliances, the whispers behind closed doors, do yourself a favor. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and ring the bell. You do not want to miss the next part, because what's coming will make you question everything you thought you knew about Real Housewives of Orange County. Now let's rewind to that ill-fated RHOC season in Morocco for a closer look. Picture this: sun-soaked beaches, luxury villas, and some of the most iconic housewives from multiple franchises living under one roof. The cameras were rolling, the drama was simmering, and Gretchen, once the darling of OC, was back in the mix. But what really happened behind the scenes? What caused the season to get shelved, and why did it matter so much for her Real Housewives of Orange County comeback? According to insider reports, tensions were sky high from the very beginning. Caroline Manzo and Brandi Glanville's conflict escalated into accusations that shook the production team to its core. Allegations of misconduct are no small thing. They halt filming, trigger investigations, and create a media firestorm that can make or break careers. And for Gretchen, it meant that even though she had given a powerhouse performance, nobody outside of production ever got to see it. But the producers did see. And apparently they saw enough to say she belongs back on Real Housewives of Orange County. Here's the twist. Gretchen's previous rejections of Real Housewives of Orange County weren't due to ego. They weren't due to fear. She simply didn't feel the timing was right. She had moved on, she had built a life outside of the cameras, and she didn't need the chaos. But season 19 came along like a perfect storm, an unplanned opportunity mixed with unfinished business and a franchise eager to capitalize on nostalgia. Suddenly, Gretchen found herself facing a choice she hadn't had in years: stay retired and safe or dive back into the chaos of reality TV fame. And we all know which path she took. But here's where it gets even more gripping. The moment Gretchen stepped onto that Real Housewives of Orange County set, the energy changed. The cast noticed it immediately. Some were thrilled to see a familiar face, a former powerhouse of drama and charm. Others, not so much. The whispers began almost instantly. Was she still the same Gretchen Rossi fans once loved, or had time and reshaped her into someone entirely different? But before we continue exploring the fallout, the betrayals, and the shocking exchanges that defined Gretchen's Real Housewives of Orange County return, here's a question for you. If someone returned after 12 years to your favorite show, would you cheer them on or brace for disaster? Drop your answer in the comments below. I want to know, are you Team Comeback or Team Chaos? When the cameras rolled for the Real Housewives of Orange County Season 19 reunion, the energy was already electric. But no one expected the full force of Gretchen Rossi's return to shake the room. From the moment she walked in, every eye was on her. Every whisper pointed in her direction. Some castmates were visibly excited. After all, a familiar face meant a spark of nostalgia. But others braced themselves. Rumors, social media backlash, and unanswered questions loomed over her like a storm cloud. Andy Cohen, ever the master of tension, didn't waste time. The reunion opened with the elephant in the room, the allegations about Gretchen's supposed anti-LGBTQ+ social media activity. The questions weren't gentle, they weren't polite, they were pointed, sharp, and relentless. Gretchen, as composed as ever, defended herself, explaining context, past mistakes, and how much she had grown. But the audience, they were split. Some empathized with her, some didn't. And in true Real Housewives of Orange County fashion, that divide set the stage for fireworks. Then came the twist nobody expected, the confrontation with her fellow castmates. Old rivalries and lingering resentment surfaced immediately. One by one, housewives questioned Gretchen's motives for returning. Was she there for fame, redemption, or simply to stir the pot? Every answer she gave seemed to fuel speculation, and every glance between cast members hinted at alliances forming and betrayals waiting in the wings. Meanwhile, the social media storm outside the reunion grew even more intense. Clips of Gretchen responding to Andy's questions went viral. Memes circulated, and the comments section exploded with debate. Fans were divided. She doesn't deserve a comeback versus give her a second chance. This is exactly the kind of online chaos that keeps Real Housewives of Orange County trending week after week, and Gretchen was at the center of it all. But the real bombshell came when Andy dug into the behind-the-scenes story of her ultimate girls' trip stint. Most viewers had no idea that Gretchen's performance in Morocco, although never aired, had been the reason producers reached out to her yet again. Seeing Gretchen's name on the season 19 roster wasn't luck. It was a calculated decision based on her charisma, her drama, and yes, her ability to command the screen even off camera. The audience gasped as Andy revealed just how much foresight went into bringing her back. And then came the reunion's most jaw-dropping moment. Gretchen and a fellow castmate squared off in a heated argument over loyalty, friendships, and the passage of time. Words were thrown, voices raised, and Andy had to step in multiple times. Viewers at home were left on the edge of their seats, typing furiously in the comments. "I can't believe she said that. Did she just call her out? This is the reunion of the decade, and honestly, many agreed it was must-watch TV. But here's the nuance. While the reunion highlighted conflict, it also showed growth. Gretchen, for all the rumors and controversy, showed moments of vulnerability. She admitted past mistakes, she reflected on her hiatus, and she revealed how much the experience of stepping away had changed her perspective. For longtime fans, these moments were a reminder that behind the drama, there's a person navigating fame, scrutiny, and personal growth, all under the unrelenting glare of reality television. And here's a kicker that will have viewers talking for weeks. Multiple insiders hinted that Gretchen's return could open doors for other former housewives. Real Housewives of Orange County producers are watching the social media buzz closely. Ratings are up, engagement is through the roof, and the reunion proved one thing. Bringing back a former cast member with a complicated past can create gold for the show. Could we see more surprise comebacks in season 20? Fans are already speculating wildly, and Gretchen's name keeps coming up. Now let's pause for a moment and ask you, the viewer. Do you think Gretchen's return was worth all the drama? Did she earn her spot back? Or should Real Housewives of Orange County have left the past in the past? Comment below with your thoughts. This is exactly the kind of conversation that keeps Housewives fandoms alive and trending. Finally, let's talk about the legacy of Gretchen Rossi's season 19 journey. From her RHOC appearance that never aired to navigating social media rumors to facing the reunion firestorm head-on, her comeback wasn't just a return, it was a lesson in timing, resilience, and reality TV strategy. RHOC thrives on conflict, nostalgia, and unexpected twists, and Gretchen delivered all three in spades. Love her or hate her, her presence reminded everyone why she was once one of OC's most talked-about housewives, and why reality television will always find ways to reinvent the drama, even after a decade away. It's about the stories that make us care, the personalities that keep us watching, and the comebacks that surprise us. Gretchen Rossi's return may not have been the flawless victory some fans imagined, but it was unforgettable. And in the world of Real Housewives of Orange County, unforgettable is exactly what producers want. So, if you're ready for more deep dives, untold secrets, and explosive Housewives revelations, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we uncover next in the world of Bravo.